What's good? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Nice to see y'all. I know I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me, so I might as well greet y'all. But other than that, I'm out here driving. You see I'm always on the road. I be out here chilling. Nah, I ain't going nowhere important. I'm just dropping kids, my little one off at daycare, but I know y'all don't care about that. But I'm here to talk about my reasons of being single, and I think they're very understandable and stuff like that. I actually prefer to be single right now. I know I've made a relationship video. Now this is a video on being single. This is the way I'm gonna let y'all know my perspective of why I like being single. At least right now. I'm not talking about being single forever or nothing like that. Nah, I ain't on all that. Let me put y'all on to something. Being single and from being in a relationship I'm not saying the person that was in a relationship was a bad person or nothing like that, but the relationship made me low-key forget, it made me low-key, like I said in the last video, made me low-key lose myself, as well as when it comes to as far as I wanted to do in life and stuff like that. I literally, was losing that sight of myself and stuff like that. So yeah, some of it's gonna be little remixes of what I said in my old last video. Yeah, I'm afraid of losing myself, whatever, blah, 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 blah. One thing I don't want to lose is that vision. I'm not gonna lose that vision even if I get in one. But the reason why I've been single for so long is because I didn't want to lose the vision that I have instilled in myself. For those of y'all any of y'all that happen to see my main channel, my Brooklyn Ty channel, I know y'all see I've been on that channel for 4 months so far. I've been on the grind. My channel is building up. I'm at 52 subscribers currently at this recording. Some of my videos is hitting the hundreds, some is in the 20s, some is in the 30s, but people are seeing my videos. My roommate told me that it was getting recommended, it was on his recommendations and all of that. So, basically what I'm saying was, when I was in a relationship, I wasn't really thinking of it like that, thinking of, bettering myself and stuff like that. This is my personal self-improvement, and yeah, that's just me personally. So basically what I'm trying to say is to make it relatable for everybody. If you trying to speedy yourself for a little bit and get yourself going, it's okay to do that. You don't have to be in a relationship to do that. I'm not really trying to bash relationships or nothing. I don't think it sound like I am, but you don't need to be in a relationship to do that. You can do that in or out of one. And I'm in a position now that I know what I'm doing with myself and trying to build myself up to do, ain't nobody can tell me shit. If I get a bitch tomorrow, she ain't gonna talk me out of this shit. I'm not saying that she is, but you know how it is. Other people is not gonna see your vision. Y'all looking at this video right now, for damn sure do not see the vision that I have for myself. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't. Y'all have visions for yourself. I don't see that shit. It's normal. I got a strong mindset right now, and being how I was in the past when I was in a relationship, I was kind of weak-minded at the time. I'm gonna admit, I wasn't really doing that. I was just working, going home, and something didn't feel right, but I didn't really know how to go about it. So being single and stuff like that, I had time to think it over, and everything. So this is the good thing about being single. And of course, I'm aware, if you're in a relationship with the right person that supports you, I'm not saying that I wasn't with a supporter or nothing. It was all me on that part. That's how I feel. If you're in a relationship with a supporter, someone who help you grind and stuff like that, and all that, and help you grind the way you want to grind, you good. But just keep in mind, you don't need a relationship to do that. You got to be able to do it yourself. if someone comes along and supports you along the way, then you good. That's pretty much it. Like, you gotta have the vision instilled in yourself before you get in one. You know, you gotta know what it is you want to do. You know, that's how I feel. That's how I personally feel about this type of shit. You know, so long story short, just there's nothing wrong with focusing on yourself, taking a break from it, because relationships can be. I'm not saying they all are. They could be a distraction. And I personally view, you know, I personally view relationships to be a distraction to a certain extent, you know, especially like my experiences and stuff. You know, I was distracted by a relationship. So you can't really blame me for looking at it that way. I'm gonna look at it like that way regardless. You know, I don't want to get distracted. That's why, you know, I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. So if anybody asks me in person, and I'd be like, I'm single and I'm happy, this is the video explaining the reason why I'm single and I'm happy. You know, because I'm not single just to be a hoe or nothing, like I said in the last video. I'm single because I'm trying to get myself together. Since I've been single, let me put this out there, in case if anybody think I'm capping. You know, since I've been single, ever since I've been single, moved out and stuff like that, was living with my ex, moved out of there, got my own spot with a roommate, my first apartment ever, paying bills, and on my YouTube grind, I've been like saving up, buying YouTube equipment piece by piece. I had no computer or nothing. I didn't have none of that. You know, I firstly felt like if I was in a relation, me personally, it probably would have happened, but would have happened later on. In other words, long story short, I'm trying to say that it would have been a distraction to me. So I was able to invest in myself and get myself going. And now I'm on the road to self-improvement. You know, that's self-improvement, investing in yourself. You got to. You got to invest in yourself. You got to take risks. You know, them stimulus checks came. What do you think I did with it? I put it in my YouTube equipment. I bought me a bed, a queen size bed, my very first queen size bed. You know, long story short, I ain't gonna get into all that. But yeah, so when you accomplish stuff like this while you're single, you're gonna look at relationships and be like, they could be a distraction if you're not careful. So I personally look at them as distractions, and the time that I'm in right now in my life, my point in my life, and right now, not forever. I'm not gonna think of it like that forever. But I personally think they're distractions at this point in time of where I'm at right now in my life. And if you can relate to me, over 80% of the stuff that I was saying, if you could relate to that, then you gotta do the same thing. I'm just saying, you know, that's my. I mean, if you in a good relationship and you chilling, you know, you got your stuff going, and she's a supporter, or if you're a female watching it, he's a supporter, then you good. But there's people out here that know that needs to hear this, and shoot, I need to speak about it, because, you know, thinking about this type of stuff and not talking about it, it can do a little something to you. You be like, damn, thinking about all this shit, and I ain't talking about it. You know, I don't want to go around telling people about this, because then it's going to look like I'm bragging. So I'm making a video about it. Am I bragging? This is content. This is content. But other than that, though, that's pretty much all I had to say on this topic. And that's pretty much it, you know? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my main channel, Brooklyn Ty. And Ty is out.